What's going on, everybody? Had a request to make this video. I know I posted a status on my Facebook about it once before, but recently, I don't know what it is. I guess I've been sharing more of my videos on Facebook. Um, I've gotten a lot of new subscribers, people who are new to keeping boas, and I got a couple ball python people in there. Um, but I got actually a pretty good request. Someone asked me if I had to make a list, a short list of things that are pretty not essential to keeping snakes, but things that make it easier, good things to have, um, especially if you're just getting into it and you don't think of them right away. By the way, this is my Arabesque Sunglow. She's getting a lot bigger. I have her on small rats now. Um, it's tough to get her to eat them, but I made a video about how I do that, so if you're curious, check it out. But number one, it's not as necessary if you have a small collection. Definitely doesn't look as nice, but once you have a collection as big as I do, newspaper saves your life. It's much easier to clean. I made a video about this. I don't know if I ever posted it, but easy to clean. I get it for free. Um, when you have 14 cages to clean and you have snakes pooping basically every day, again, just makes your life easier. And especially in the past, I've had mites. Ever since then, I've never switched back to bedding because they're just much easier to see against white paper. Um, I'm still anal about it. They're they're like the worst things that could ever happen. So that's why I do newspaper. Easy to clean, easy to see mites. Basically, that's it. Let me try to get her on this hand. Number two on my list, Radiant Heat Gun. Has a laser. Takes the temperature. Again, it's easy. Actually, it's okay if you just have one snake. It's good to always check if you don't have like a heat light. I have radiant heat panels. Also, if you use belly heat, they're great for just taking a quick temperature, making sure that it's your thermostat's working okay. That's actually the temperature that you have it set at. Real lifesaver. I've had not my thermostats now. I have Renko thermostats that are pretty solid, but the cheap Zoom Ed ones that you get from like Petco or whatever, they can fail pretty easily. I had it happen a couple times where I have it set to, I think I had it set to like 89 or something like that, and I noticed my snake, my first one, Paul, he was constantly on the cool side of the cage, desperately trying to get into his water bowl. So usually when snakes do that, they either have mites or it's too hot in the cage. And sure enough, the hot side of the cage was, I think it was like 130 or something. So I mean, it was something crazy. So again, real good. What's the brand here? Pro Exotics. I think this thing's like 25 bucks. Real good investment to have. Another thing, especially when your boas get big, feeding tongs. I used to have the giant tweezer looking ones. They work, especially with a snake this big. But, once they're huge, you guys have seen my big ones, they lunge. Very easy for them to shoot right past the rat and clip your arm or your hand. Not fun. See here, Bella got me good the other day, or a couple weeks ago actually. It's scarred over now, but it's not fun getting bit by a 8-foot snake. So definitely a good thing to have. These, I think they're like 2.5, maybe 3 feet, but they work pretty good. So I definitely recommend getting those. I should have showed this first. I'll probably put in the description what items I have and like where to skip ahead to in the video. But this book, very thorough. I love it, especially the breeding section of it. I know there is, I think it's like the complete guide to breeding boa constrictors, something like that. It's a little soft cover book with just the breeding section from this book. This book has like the natural history of them, how they're classified scientifically, everything. It's the complete boa constrictor. So this is by Vince Russo from Cutting Edge Herps. Pretty cool. I met him a couple times at the reptile expos on White Plains. Pretty cool guy. He always has some good stuff for sale. A lot of good locality stuff. So if you're into that, he's your guy. And the last thing I have on my list, Prevent-A-Mite. Like I said, if you've had mites before, you know you'll never want them again. If you haven't had them, trust me, you don't want them. I forget how much this stuff is. I know where they're from. I don't remember the name of the company. If you Google it, you could find it. But they have like a bundle, 3 cans for a discounted price. That's what I got. I probably bought, maybe going on a year now, I bought the cans. And I'm just running out. This is my last can. It is very toxic. You have to be careful with it. But basically, once a month you use it. Put your snake to soak is what I usually do. Lay down the bedding, newspaper, whatever you use. You spray it. I think it's 6 inches or a foot, and at a rate of about 1 foot per second. So 1,001, 1,002. I have 4-foot cages, so I do it at 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, 1,004, and do that. And then you just let it kind of sit there until the fumes dissipate. Usually for me in here, it's about a half hour. I always give it an hour because just to make sure. If the snake gets in contact with too much of it, it has neurological effects. Kind of like the weird spinning things they do that some people think is like IBD. I think regurgitation. I know a couple people that have, they just sprayed it and put their snakes right in there. Not boas, more ball pythons, but I'm sure, it has the same effect. But, so yeah, that's it, guys. If you're watching this and you have anything else to add to this list, go ahead and comment. Let me know. Maybe it's something I never used and could start using. This girl really got big. I remember the last video I used her and she wasn't nearly as big. She's really packing on girth now with the small rats. Looking good. She's probably not going to breed for another 3 years because she's so small compared to my other 2011, but that's fine. But so yeah, guys, that's it. Let me know what you guys think, and I hope you enjoyed.